At the beginning of Elizabeth I's reign, in the mid-1500s, England was not yet a great power. Spain, the most powerful country at the time, dominated maritime trade and was gaining huge silver income from South America. Britain had not yet colonized North America. Then the great pirate Drake appeared. He plundered Spanish merchant ships and presented them to the Queen of England. In the naval battle between the British and Spanish armadas, he defeated the invincible Armada as the commander of the Royal Navy. Afterwards, Britain secures naval power and begins its journey to become the world's greatest power. It all started with the pirate Drake. The British revered Drake as a hero of the sea, along with Admiral Nelson, who won the Battle of Trafalgar against Napoleon. Francis Drake was born in 1543 as the son of a farmer. Having learned seacraft and engaged in slave trade, in 1568 he became a captain with his own ship. However, the fleet he participated in was attacked by the Spanish Navy in the Caribbean, and he barely escaped. At this time his vengeance against Spain arose. After that he became a pirate. He acquired vast goods by raiding Spanish merchant ships in the West Indies and Panama and plundering colonial towns. His piracy was not confined to the Atlantic coast. In 1577, he circled the Strait of Magellan at the southern tip of South America and attacked Spanish ships in Chile and Peru. These Spanish ships were loaded with gold and silver treasures. Judging that the Spanish would capture his ship loaded with plundered goods in the Atlantic, he decided to return to England by way of the Pacific. So he returned to England in 1580 by way of the Philippines and the Indian Ocean, rounding the Cape of Good Hope. Unintentionally, he became the second person to circumnavigate the world after Magellan. As Magellan died in the Middle Philippines, he was also the first person to circumnavigate the world alive. He gave the plunder to the British Crown, worth £300,000 in money, more than Britain's annual revenue. England used this money to strengthen its fleet and increase its army to prepare for war with Spain. Despite Spanish protests, the Queen made Drake Admiral of the Navy. Later, he resumed piracy, and the Queen of England supported him with her naval forces. This is said to have been the cause of Spain's attack on England with its invincible Armada. In 1588 he became second in command of the English Navy against the Spanish Invincible Armada, taking practical command of the battle. He attacked the Spanish fleet by sending ships loaded with gunpowder and oil on fire to the enemy ships and burning them. After this naval battle, Britain became the ruler of the seas. Even in battle, his ships were preoccupied with plunder, which led to conflict with his superiors. In the end, though, he was able to give the looted goods to the country, paying enough wages to the soldiers who went into battle. Drake resumed piracy after the naval battle with the Invincible Armada, but to no avail. In 1595 he led an English fleet in the Caribbean to battle the Spanish Navy, which he lost. And in 1596, he died aboard a ship of a disease called dysentery. The sailors buried his body in an iron coffin. He lived a tumultuous life, was a proficient pirate, and enjoyed fame and power, a rarity and distinction among pirates. Whether in movies, games, or comics, he is used as a model in today's popular culture about pirates.